Hello everybody, this is Pitch Cold Black here, and welcome to the prologue video to the Skulls General Reviews month event, which is going to begin tomorrow. So yes, this is the Skulls General Reviews month event prologue video, and this is the official final reboot. This is the official rebootation of my main review series on YouTube, which is the Skulls General Reviews, in which I review Doctor Who books. And believe it or not, yes, there is a big Finnish audio you see amongst that, but we're going to get onto that in a minute. Now, I'm really excited about the Skulls General Reviews month event. I've got quite a few videos that I've got planned, and all of the videos, and I'm going to be doing reviews of every single item you see in front of you right here. All of this is going to be reviewed this month, believe it or not, all of it. And possibly one other video this month, possibly one other video review this month, but that may or may not happen, as that's still very much a work in progress. It's going to be happening, but it's possibly not this month, as this is going to be the main bulk of the Skulls General Reviews month event, the 12th and final episode of the Skulls General Reviews month event is going to be sort of a big finale, something way bigger than my Times Champion review, which is going to be quite a miracle. And I'm going to get onto that a little bit. Well, I might as well cover it now actually. This is not what I'm actually reviewing, but to put a TJ on you, here's a rare book for the background. Now, the 12th and final video of the Skulls General Reviews month event may or may not happen this month, as it's still very much a work in progress. It's only 3/4 through the scripting stage, and it's going to require quite a bit of work to get out, and it is going to be a review that is going to probably be about 40 to 80 minutes long, and it is going to be quite an enormous review, and I still haven't fully planned it all out yet, so it may not even happen this month. It may even happen in February or March, to be honest, because it's going to be quite an enormous video to do. I'm not going to say anything on what this video is going to be, as it's something that is going to be extremely unique to my channel. I have not seen any other reviews like this on YouTube, and hopefully I'm going to be sort of pioneering, and I use that word loosely because I haven't seen any other sort of videos on whatnot in this sort of review style. God, the vacuum cleaner's distracting, but I haven't seen any other reviews in this sort of very similar style, and that's why I wanted to keep it super top secret, as I don't want people to steal my idea and think, oh, that sounds really good, I want to steal that and claim I did it first, because this video is going to be like nothing you have ever seen on YouTube before. It is going to be 100% unique, hopefully. So where was I? Hopefully the video is going to be 100% unique, and I haven't really seen any other people on YouTube do this style of review before. It's just going to be extremely unique, and I'm not going to say anything on it other than its title is story that I'm not going to reveal yet, multimedia review, and this is going to be something completely different to the Skulls General Reviews. This is not going to be a Skulls General Reviews episode. This is going to be part of its own series. This is going to be part of a completely new series on my channel called Multimedia Reviews, and these reviews may not even continue into a full series. I may just have this one multimedia review as just a one-off unique video, but I may do more videos, may do more multimedia review videos, but that's unlikely, as this has taken a lot of work to do. But you're just going to have to wait and find out on what the multimedia review actually is. But yeah, there's and this book here is a bit of a clue as to what the multimedia review will be on. So yeah, there is that. And before you say anything, no, it won't be on master plan. I think I've wanked enough to master plan on this channel enough already. But that's going to be the 12th and final episode of the Skulls General Reviews month event, and is the biggest episode out of the lot, and may not even happen this month as it is so enormous, and it's still very much work in progress, but is going to be sort of a late finale, I guess you would say, as these here are the main 11 reviews that I'm going to be doing for the Skulls General Reviews month event. So what are these 11 reviews? And the order I am going to be showcasing them, or in the order I'm going to be revealing these reviews, is the order that they will happen in, and I am going to upload the first Skulls General Reviews month event episode will be uploaded the day after this is uploaded. So this is going to be uploaded on the 4th, and the first Skulls General Reviews month event, first proper Skulls General Reviews month event episode will be on the 5th, which is tomorrow, and then I'm going to be releasing them one day after the other. So episode 1 of Skulls General Reviews month event will come out on the 5th, 2nd, 5th, 6th, 3rd, 7th, 4th, 8th, 5th, 9th, and so on until the final review on this big book down here gets uploaded, and then that will be the end of the main first 11 reviews for the Skulls General Reviews month event. And so yeah, then there'll probably be more or less likely be a bit of a break, and then the 11th, between the 11th and 12th review, the 12th review being my multimedia review that I've just talked about. So I cannot really confirm when that is going to be happening, as that is quite a big video, but hopefully by the end of this month, on the 1-year anniversary of my Damaged Goods review, or sometime in February, but it's definitely happening. And there's quite a few things that this channel is gonna, or quite a few things that this month event will help me pioneer on my channel. First thing is the multimedia reviews, which is, again, I've already talked about that, so I'm not going to talk about it again. But the second thing that I'm hopefully going to be pioneering with my channel, and I say pioneering with very loosely, as I haven't particularly seen anybody else do this on my channel, and it's possible that people have already done this, and I'm just copying them unintentionally, but from what I've seen, I'm just going to say pioneering. And the second thing I'm going to be pioneering in this video is, with the Skulls General Reviews month event rather, is Doctor Who book review or review story arcs. Now you're probably thinking, how the bloody hell is a review book story arc going to work? Well, it's not literally going to be a book review story arc. It's just going to be sort of like Doctor Who reviews that are in an arc connected by other reviews. So one of my biggest arcs for my channel is going to be the Lungbarrow arc, I think, which is basically after my Lungbarrow review, I'm going to have a few other reviews that call back and use my Lungbarrow review and my opinions on Lungbarrow as a point of reference for that review, if that makes sense. And these arcs are going to be sort of very loose, so you may not necessarily have to watch every single video in the arc to actually get the review per se. It's not going to be something overly complicated like the Faction Paradox arc from the EDAs. None of my review story arcs are going to be anything like that. It's going to be all fairly simple and straightforward, and some of them are going to be sort of mini review story arcs, such as the 3 items in the middle here, this Big Finish audio, and then the 2 books in the middle here are going to be part of a free review mini arc called The Light of the 11 Tigers, I think I'm going to call it. So yeah, that's sort of a basic rundown of how a review story arc on my channel will work. They won't be overly complicated and overblown like the Faction Paradox arc or anything like that. They're all going to be relatively easy to understand and relatively simple. And I will also point out at the same time, sorry if this confuses you, but reviews in their own self-contained story arc, such as this book here, is also going to be connected to the Lungbarrow story arc, and this book in itself is connected to its own arc. So some reviews in their own arcs may be connected, so some reviews may be connected to multiple arcs at the same time. It's a bit complicated, but hopefully you guys understand, and I'm just trying to make my channel all the more unique and interesting this year. So let's actually get on to the actual sort of reviews itself that are going to be happening. So obviously the 12th review will be the multimedia review, which is going to happen sort of separately from the main bulk of these 11 reviews here. But for the main 11 reviews, we have the first one, which is going to be a review on Lungbarrow. This one will be up tomorrow, and I'm very excited to present this to you guys. And this is going to be opening up my sort of main sort of book review story arc. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Really proud of how this review has turned out. Next review I'm going to be doing is Robots of Death, Target novelisation hardback. Episode 3, Crusaders Target novelisation. Episode 4, Invasion of Time Target novelisation. Now episodes 5, let me see here, 5, 6 and 7 of the Skulls Journal Reviews month event is its own arc that I'm going to call, the Light of the 11 Tigers. Now this is going to have, which is sort of, again I've just sort of done this mini arc to sort of play around and experiment with this sort of review story arcs, but yeah, this is going to be a free review mini story arc called The Light of the 11 Tigers, I think I'm going to call this. So the first review I'm going to be doing in The Light of the 11 Tigers story arc, as you might be able to guess from the title, is the Big Finished Audio The Light at the End. Now I mainly conceived this arc because I finished scripting the reviews of these two reviews here, the episodes 6 and 7, and my sort of thoughts and opinions sort of pivoted quite heavily around my own opinions on this audio right here. So I thought I would create a review story arc centered around or shooting off from this audio here, The Light at the End, to lead into these two reviews right here. So yeah, this isn't going to be a Skulls Journal Reviews month event episode, the one I'm going to be doing for The Light at the End. It's just going to be its own sort of CD review, as I don't want to count this as a Skulls Journal Reviews episode, and it's only really here to sort of be a catalyst for the review story arc, The Light of the 11 Tigers. So yeah, there is that. And then that's going to lead into the next part in this mini arc, which is going to be a review of the Murder Game. So yeah, so this sort of takes off from, so this sort of leads into this, and then leads into that, the other review in this story arc. This isn't going to necessarily connect with this review here, but this connects to that review, and this connects to that review, if that makes sense. So next, and this is going to be a self-contained arc, and it's just going to be a free review story arc. This isn't going to be an ongoing review story arc like the Lungbarrow one. It's just going to be its own contained free review mini arc. So yeah, next one is the Murder Game. And then the final review in this story arc is, as you'll be able to guess, The 11th Tiger by David A. McKinty. How are all of those reviews connected? You're just going to have to watch all of these in sequence to find out. And then for the next episode of the Skullshin Reviews Month event, which is, let me have a look here, the 8th episode of the Skullshin Reviews Month event, we have the target novelisation of the Celestial Toymaker. 9th, we have the Massacre target novelisation. 10th, we have the King's Demons target novelisation. And to end it all, as you would expect, I have an upcoming, the 11th Skullshin Reviews Month event episode is going to be on this big boy right here, Times Champion. This is going to be the penultimate review in the Skullshin Reviews Month event, as I have already said. But yeah, it's going to be, and I'm really happy with how this review turned out, and it's going to be just extremely exciting to have a review of this book on YouTube, because nobody else has reviewed it at this point. I know TJ Productions was going to review it, but that's sort of fallen through with him. I think he's still doing it, but it's been sort of delayed and stuff. But I've no idea what's happening with his review on this book. But my review on this is most definitely happening. I've recorded all of these reviews, by the way. All of these reviews, apart from the multimedia review, have already been recorded and are almost ready for release. I just have to edit the majority of them now. So yeah, final episode of the main 11 episodes of the Skullshin Reviews Month event would be a review on this big boy here, Times Champion. Really excited about reviewing this Doctor Who book, as it's quite an interesting book to review, to say the least. But yeah, there is that. And that's it, guys. That's pretty much my announcement video for the Skullshin Reviews Month event. So hopefully you're all looking forward to this sort of massive event on my channel. I hope you're looking forward to the mystery multimedia review, which I'm also quite looking forward to, but again, I have no idea when that's going to be out. And my review on Lungbarrow, the main Skullshin Reviews Month event sort of series, will be kickstarting tomorrow with my review on Lungbarrow. So yeah, stay tuned for that, and like, favorite, comment, subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Pitch Skull Black, dematerialising.